Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the presentation, Convert More Leads. And I'll be going through 7 simple ways to convert leads faster. So what I'll be doing is I'll be introducing a little bit about me, about the data bubble and about us. And I'll also then go through the 7 strategies. We'll also introduce how AI can actually help us. And I'll also be introducing copybubble.ai and the smart sales process. So that will be what we will be going through today. So a little bit about us. Steve and myself, I set the business up 15 years ago, and that's why there's a 15-year anniversary, happy anniversary in the presentation. Steve and I set the business up 15 years ago. Steve actually joined the business around about 12 years ago. That's it. That's us. As I say, he's an Huddersfield Town fan, so please forgive him for some mercies. And every presentation goes through, we also then have our 3 doggies, our 3 Rhodesian Ridgebacks. Now, I'll be honest with you, trying to catch them in a photograph at one time, all 3 together, looking at the camera, smiling, is a nightmare. So it's as good as it gets. So brilliant. What I will be doing is also offering through the presentation details with regards to offering a 30-minute discovery call with us, as well as then, as well as then I'll be promoting, obviously, Data Bubble, as well as then new Copy Bubble. So there's some business facts here. Did you know that 75% of leads do not result in closed business? Now, I was absolutely astonished at that particular conversion rates. Again, what I would also make sure that you do is know your conversion rates within your business, because if you don't know what your starting point is, you don't know how to actually improve and increase that close rate. But the average is 75%. So that's only 25% of business that is actually closed. This is due to lack of understanding the customer needs, actually finding out what the customer actually wants. So they're not actually qualifying these people. They're not asking the right questions. And the other bad thing that people the other thing that people aren't doing is they're not following up on the sales process. And I actually had a statistic on another presentation, and it was actually that the average salesperson only follows up with 1 time after providing with a quote, and that them are so many leads that are actually just being wasted. One of the things that people don't actually know is their buyer persona, or they don't know details regarding their ideal customers. So 44% of business that do not know or use a buyer persona in the marketing strategies. And again, I'm really keen and do bang the drum about knowing your ideal customers and having details regarding your buyer persona. So with regards to the presentation, 44% don't know their buyer persona. Yet the one thing that they do is encouraging is that 10 to 15% increase in the conversion rates when you do understand and know your buyer persona. So that is another way of actually being able to increase your conversion rates. So that's how important a buyer persona is, and knowing and understanding your ideal customers is a real key to converting more leads. So how do you actually identify your ideal customers? Well, there are a number of strategies that you can actually do. You can have a look and analyze your previous customers. Have a look at how much money they actually generate for you at the moment. Have a look to see whether there are any personality traits, if you're business to consumer, or again, business to business. It could be that you've got some industry rates. It could be that you've actually got some industry similarities. It could be job function similarities. But what you can also then do is look at your current base and have a look at the lifetime value of your customers as well. It's not you might be just a company that does a one-time offering, or otherwise, if you're a coach, you've got a lifetime value of years. How much is that particular client worth to you? Then also look at the loyalty of that particular client. Have a look to turn around and say whether they did actually give you positive feedback, whether they are actually a loyal customer, and also whether they do actually give you referrals. So them are ideal ways to actually identify your ideal client. The other one is, if you don't know your ideal client, is have a look to see what challenges people have actually got and how your solution fixes that problem. So if you turn around and say, right, I'm actually going into a new market, you might turn around and say, right, okay, at the moment I deal with marketing managers, but I'm wanting to expand it to sales managers. Find out the problems of the sales managers, and then make your product fit identify how your product can actually help others that are around that you have not actually specifically targeted. So how to actually do a buyer persona. As I mentioned earlier, I am actually introducing and launching copybubble.ai. And basically, it's a program that I've actually been creating. I've been doing AI over the last 18 months, learning AI. And what I've actually done is created a software that we can actually then do a buyer persona. And this is a writing tool software. And if you can actually have a look, there are standard templates on this particular buyer, on this copybubble.ai. And I've actually created the ultimate buying persona. And what that does is that not only goes into the fears and objections with regards to your buyer, it also goes into what they're feeling about your product, what's their blocking, why are they not actually using your product, or why are they not actually buying your product. So it goes into a real in-depth buyer persona. So if you want to actually go onto copybubble.ai and have a play with the ultimate buyer persona and create different products, different buyer personas for your different products, that is fantastic. This is the actual program. As you can see, you can actually put your company information, you can put your service information, and then you can also then generate there, and it will create details with regards to your buyer persona for you. The next one is to purchase accurate data. Once you know your ideal client, you can actually purchase accurate data from Data Bubble. Reason that you actually use a data bubble is that we're independent. We've got access to all the market. It saves you lots of time and money searching for leads on the internet or scraping information. We provide quality guarantees, and also we give expert help and advice. And Copybubble is one of these expert help and advice to actually help you use the data effectively. So again, if you actually want, Blessing will put her details with regards to my booking link. Let's have a chat. Let's have a 30-minute conversation if you are actually looking at purchasing data, or again, for a 30-minute chat with regards to your marketing activity. Once you know your ideal client, you know your buyer persona, you can then create messages that resonate with that particular buyer persona and with that particular audience. And what you want to do is then create messages that at each stage of your customer journey. So at the beginning, there's awareness. People don't know about your product, but you actually want to do messages that promote your business. Consideration, that's the stage where people know that they've got a problem. They're actually considering different options. So you want to create messages and blogs and information with regard at that consideration stage. Again, at the decision stage, when they've actually made that decision, you want to be able to then send messages that help them. That could be an onboarding message. That could be how we can actually help you use that particular product or service. And then again, there's messages at your post-purchase, which is messages that could be a survey to say, thank you very much. Is there any other information that you actually want? Or again, you might turn around and say, do a survey with regards to how good that particular prospect was. How did it meet the expectations? And again, would people then refer you? So what you need to do is be able to then create tailored messages that resonate with your ideal customers at every stage of the customer journey. So as I mentioned, when you're actually creating your message, you need to segment your data. So it's not just one message will allow you to send a message for everything. You need to be able to segment that particular data. You need to understand their challenges and pain points for each of that segmentation. For example, here at Data Bubble, we actually work with colleges. We also work with business owners. We also work with charities. So to send one message to every single one of them particular people, it's going to be one generic message. So what I do is segment the data, create messages for each of them particular segments, because I understand their challenges, I understand their pain points. So that allows me to then create messages that do actually resonate with the buyer. And again, this is where you can actually use Copy Bubble. On the top here, you can actually do blogs that can actually help you. You can do sales letters. You can then do emails. So again, it's creating messages that resonate with your ideal customer at each section of the buyer's decision and journey. Timing. Timing is the next thing with regards to your 7 steps. It's engaging with leads when they're ready to act. Now, people turn around to me and says, well, how do I know when people are actually going to look for my product? Sometimes, yep, it can be guesswork, but however, ways to actually try and anticipate is you actually have a look at historical data. So you look at your previous orders. It may be you also look at your engagement patterns. It could be engagement on social media. It could be topical information. So you can also then get real-time engagement signals, set up alerts, Google alerts. So for example, if you're actually targeting schools, you might want to set up a Google alert to say, right, okay, that school head has actually just changed. And that alert can then come to you, at which point you would then be able to promote your business to that head at that particular time. Also consider seasonal trends. Again, you won't start selling Christmas cards in February, March, although some companies would do, but hey. But there might be seasonal trends that you actually want to take into consideration. Again, setting up alerts, monitor industry trends. Is there something that's really poignant at this particular time? And again, engage with leads on social media in real time. If you can actually then be on social media and engage with people at the right time, you're going at the right time of somebody posting. So for example, if somebody turns around and says, I'm looking for a coach, please can you actually provide me recommendations? If you're there at the top of that particular recommendation, you can get other people to actually then your previous clients or your existing clients to also then comment on that particular post. That means that your engagement and your profile and your profile is elevated, and they're more likely then to actually reach out to you, and you can then also reach out to that particular to that potential client. The other other one is have a consultative sales relationship. And I do actually use the consultative sales process. I find that it's more engaging. I find that it builds up trust. Now, a lot of people, salespeople, will just be more transactional. They'll just, it's like going into a shop and they'll turn around and says, hi there, I want a chocolate bar, right? Thank you very much. That's your money. And that's transactional. Do they know anything about me? No. Have they smiled? Have they said good morning? And it's simple things like that that are building up that rapport and trust. So I will take you through the sales consultative process. So first of all, do your research. Research your particular client. When people have actually done a quote, sent you in a quote request or information, don't just pick up the phone and start asking questions straight away. What you want to do is actually do your research, investigate, have a look at that particular website, have a look to see who their ideal clients are. Then when you do actually pick up the telephone or arrange a meeting, it's about building rapport. You're actually building trust, and trust is a real key element for building a really fun relationship that's meaningful. You then want to ask the right questions with regards to the needs analysis and discovery. And believe it or not, that only there's around about 80%, I saw a statistic the other day, 80% of salespeople only ask 5 questions. And 5 questions don't find out a lot about that particular company. So therefore, the more questions that you actually ask, the more details that you are actually wanting to find out about them, their problem, and them with regards, and then you can actually then tailor your presentation or otherwise your quote more specific to them. So ask lots of questions, present the solution, and it's not just a bog standard, there you are, copy and paste solution. It's a solution that's tailored to your client. Again, handle objections and concerns. Tend to find that if you've actually done a good discovery call and asked all the right questions, there should be very few objections. There should be very few concerns. And again, it is about asking for the sale and follow up to then build up that relationship. And again, as I mentioned, it is about following up with that particular client. Make sure that you do actually follow up when you say you do. We went into this on the last presentation, and it was actually building qualifying your existing quotes that you've actually got in. So why do you actually do that, and how do you actually do that? You actually build a lead scoring system. Why? Well, if you're actually calling back people that, for example, that's order is worth £100, or are you actually going to call back people that are worth £10,000? If you don't know the difference, then you're going to be wanting to keep more in touch with the order of or potential order of £10,000. It doesn't mean to say that you ignore the client that's actually got the £100, but if you've actually got a lead scoring system, you know that you can actually designate more time to the more important leads. And that's how you do it, you do actually create a lead quality or a scoring system. And again, how you actually create that's entirely up to you. It could be on industry, it could be on job titles. So therefore, are you actually talking to the decision maker, or are you actually just talking to somebody that's just been asked to get information? So again, it could be company size, it could be behavioral, it could be where they are on that particular buyer journey. Have they actually asked you for a quote? Are you talking to the buyer? Are you talking to the marketing? Are you talking to the decision maker, the person that actually holds the purse strings, and then can actually make that decision? So you can then score your lists, score your quotes, and prioritize them. The next is keeping in contact with people. As I mentioned earlier about following up, a lot of salespeople do not actually follow up. So you can follow up by doing automated drip emails. Always, again, my CRM system is fantastic. I put every quote and every decision and every conversation actually on my CRM system, so that I can then diarize my events. I've then got notes with regard that I can actually read before I actually do a call back. I can then create emails, and I can also then create notes with regards to future meetings. Also, you could use CRM and automated messaging to actually do, I think Loom, you could use Loom to actually do a video call or voice calls. So there are different ways to actually do automated messaging. Or again, OBS is another way that you can actually do a little video to actually send to your prospect or your client with a view that, hi there, I'm still here. If you've got any questions, by all means, give me a ring. It keeps you in their mind, front of mind. Regularity and consistency. Why be regular? Why be consistent? Again, with any marketing, with any sales, with any relationship, it builds up your trust. It builds up your credibility. It keeps you at the top of their mind. So therefore, when I do actually do a telephone call, I can go onto my CRM system, I can actually read information, I can send them an email, I can send them a message, but it's tailored to them. And it allows me to nurture that lead right through to the actual sale. But if you don't actually follow up, then, or you follow up once a year, are people actually going to remember you once a year? I would suggest not. So you need to actually you need to be regular and consistent communication. Tips on how to be regular? Yeah, you can actually develop a structure, a follow-up structure, a follow-up schedule. Add value at every email or every LinkedIn post that might be actual of value to a particular client. So if you're creating a LinkedIn post that's giving away a little bit of value, you could actually then copy and paste that LinkedIn post and send it to them and say, hi there, I thought that this might be of interest to you. You can then do a blog, create that blog, and then send it to your clients with regards to the email. You could then call them and say, hi there, I saw this thing in the news. I thought that might be relevant to you. So you're actually creating multiple ways of actually contacting people, not just one by email. You're not just phoning them. You're actually then being able to send out by LinkedIn, social media, as well as then do, as I say, messages via text, or again, via WhatsApp, or videos as well. So you're creating a structure of following up so that you actually build up trust and credibility with that particular client. So, are you ready to convert leads faster? Here's the 7 steps. So it's precision targeting with accurate data from Data Bubble. It's absolutely then understanding your customers' challenges and creating the messages that resonate with them. It's getting the timing right to outreach and at the stage of that buyer persona. It's using the consultative sales process. Again, it's not a transaction. It's about building up a relationship with that particular client so that they can actually then refer you, as well as then promote your business as well. It's focusing on the higher quality leads and having then automate your follow-ups. And it's about maintaining consistency with the follow-ups and with all of the above. Because at the end of the day, if you stop doing cold outreach, or if you stop doing social media posting, then you are likely to be forgotten. And so therefore regularity and consistency are key when it comes to sales and marketing. So, as I mentioned earlier, with regards to Copybubble, we've got a special offer for you. If you want to sign up for copybubble.ai, you get 500 words free. You can actually have a look at Copybubble and then find out all the different platforms. And it's not just a word platform. You can actually you can create images on that as well. So there's the offer that we've actually got today. And again, data bubble services. We do business lists. We do data cleaning, print and mailing services. So again, if you've got any requirements with regards to data bubble, with regards to data services, by all means, let's book a meeting. As I say, Blessing will put the details in the chat. Let's have a conversation. And again, if you're wanting a demonstration with regards to Copybubble, book in a demonstration, and I'm more than happy to actually go through that and I'll let you have a play. And I say play, it's really good fun. Steve went on it at the weekend, and wow, he just turned around and said, "Oh wow, I've had so much fun in 5 minutes," and they're thinking, "Okay, thank you very much." So it is good fun, and yeah, it is a valuable tool that will actually help you with your sales and marketing. So if there's any questions or questions, I'm more than happy to actually answer the questions. So if you have a look in the chat, more than happy to answer any questions. Or again, if you want me to do a demonstration with regards to Copybubble, I'm more than happy to actually do a demonstration with regards to Copybubble, your choice. So let's have a look. There are details in the chat. I'll stop sharing. Thank you very much, Fran, for happy anniversary, 15 years. So yeah, thank you very much for that. One of the questions that I do actually get asked is with regards to data. As I mentioned, I'm a data broker, so that means that I don't actually own any data. I would actually take a brief from a client, and I've got around about 20 different lists that I can actually provide. So depending on what client's actually wanting does depend on what particular list that I can actually provide. The other thing is that if you do actually want details with regards to the presentation and the slides and the replay today, please book details. Please drop your email within the chat. Blessing will actually copy that information, and she'll send out details with regards to the slides as well as then the presentation. We do actually record the presentation. Mick from Clockwork Eye Video does actually do the video for us. So a big shout out to Clockwork Eye. And yeah, is there any more questions in the post? What is the cost of the platform, Franco? Yeah, the cost of the we've got three. We've got gold, silver, and bronze. Sorry. Gold, silver, and platinum. The silver is $9.99. The next level is gold is $19.99, and for the platinum it is then $49.99. For the $9.99 you get 100,000 words. For the gold at $19.99, you get 300,000 words plus 100 images. And for the platinum, it's 700,000 words plus 250 images that you can also get. And when you actually create the images, you can actually go on and select what type of image you actually want as well. So that's with regards to that. So anybody else would like a copy of the slides? Yeah, perfect. Please put your details in the chat. That would be fantastic. And what I will do is I'll just share a little bit of Copybubble. This is Copybubble. And as I say, that's the main dashboard. You do actually come in, and these are the tools. So the writing tools, So as you can see, you've got emails, you've got different frameworks, you've got marketing, you've got AI ones that I've actually created, which is the buyer persona, your sales letter. So what you do with regards to your buyer persona, you'd actually put in your company details. You put in details with regards to your service and your products, and then whether you actually, what type of tone of voice you actually want, whether you actually want it to be playful, professional, etc. And you can then select on generate. As I mentioned, we've also then got images, and these are some of the images that you can actually create. You can create the style of the image. You can say whether it's black or white. You can select the mood, whether it's neutral, sad, crying, bright, boring, charming, cheerful. You can also select on the type of artist. So whether you actually want Salvador Dali or Banksy, hey, it's your choice, but you can actually select on different types of images. And that was one that Steve created that on Saturday. So it just gives you a little bit of an idea of what Copybubble is and how you can actually use it. So please, have a sign up, have a play, and if there's any more questions, I'll take some more questions. Copy of the size, copy of the size. How do we get the special offer of Copybubble? Yeah, if you sign in, you don't have to put your credit card details in. You can actually just sign in, no problem. And you can actually, as I say, you get 5,000 words free of charge, so that you can then, after the 5,000 words, at that point, you can then sign up and put your details in there. But that's okay. Could you send me the link?
Quick question.
Copybubble. Yeah.
Is there any tutorials on Copybubble?
That's what I'm actually working with Mick at the moment with regard to creating. So I will be honest with you at this precise moment. Please bear with me. I'm going to be doing some tutorials, and I'm also going to be doing some videos, as I say, with 𝐶𝐞𝐬𝐻 on how to actually use it. So at the moment, please bear with me, but they are going to be coming. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, so Joanna, how does the Copybubble generate the content around your buyer persona and the problems that you solve for them?
Yeah.
Around your product or service?
Yep. What happens when you actually create a buyer persona, it goes into a lot of details of what you can actually do. And then once you actually download that, or you can copy and paste that into a Word doc, you can tailor it to your specific requirements. And then what you can then also do is in the company information, you can actually put in the buyer persona or your ideal target market. So depending on what you're actually wanting, let's have a look. If I again show you in the Copybubble.
So does Copybubble generate the buyer persona for us, or do we have to provide it that information?
Yep, you can copy. I'll share the screen. You create your buyer persona. Can you see that screen?
Yeah.
Yep. So you can create your your buyer persona there, and it will create the information. So if I put in data bubble and I want business lists, so it will then generate a full buyer persona. The more information that you do actually put in, and I would recommend that you do actually put in more information, it would, so for example, I would put in the details with regards to the company, what the features and product features are with regards to the business lists. But that just gives you a little bit of information with regards to your buyer persona. Once you've actually created that buyer persona, you can then go across to your other tools. Oops.
So do we also have to give him the information about our ideal customer profile, like who our ideal clients are or the customers are? And then based on that, it provides a buyer persona.
You can what you can also do, you can actually create more information. Once you say, for example, are creating a sales letter, that's where you'd actually then put details regarding the buyer persona. So you put your company information in there, you put your ideal target market, you put details regarding the challenges, as well as then the products and services, any offer, and your unique selling point. But that would actually be generated from the buyer persona. And as I say, you can then put more information with regards to your details. What I will do, as I say, I will be doing some more demonstrations with regards I'll be doing some more videos with regards to Copy Bubble. But yeah, you can actually, you put the information in with regards to your buyer persona, details regarding your company, your products and services, so therefore your features and your benefits, your details regarding your branding. So it could be how long you've been trading, how big the company is, information like that, and then the products and services. And what it would then do is generate a buyer persona. And it will give you ideas as to who to actually also target as well.
Great, thank you.
Perfect. As I say, if there are any further, I'm adding new prompts every single week. So in fact, every single day at the moment. So therefore, there will be new, fresh prompts that I will be actually adding in to the Copy Bubble as well. So, any more questions? So don't forget to put your details in the chat with regards to your email address. And what I will do is I'll send you a copy with regards to the slides. And if there's no more questions, then I will say thank you very much and have a fantastic day.